So the big news is out. Grandmaster Jay finally got himself arrested. I mean, it's about time after all of the threats that he's made on YouTube and social media in general. But anyone in the intelligence community would look at this situation and tell you that there is something off about it. So I've compiled all of the information that I've both received and found myself over the past couple of months in order to show you that Grandmaster Jay might be an informant. So if you're in the NFAC, look at the facts in this video. And I know most of y'all watch these videos, so honestly listen to it, decide for yourself. Do you know who your leader is? Like seriously, do you know who he is? Because there are two options on who this guy can be. The first one is he's an informant who's been lying to you the whole time to fulfill an agenda of a higher up. So he's just having all y'all follow him around like a puppy. Or secondly, he actually meant what he said when he made all those threats on YouTube, which makes him a sociopath. Great choices. But let's get into the details. First off, Grandmaster Jay and the NFAC has been all talk this whole time. They've never really done anything besides having a few picnics in some cities and having a few accidental discharges. That's about it. The thing they've done the most of is go online, make a ruckus, and make threats. For those of you who don't know who Grandmaster Jay is or aren't familiar with the type of stuff that he says, let me give you an example.
Don't call your National Guard out. We got something for them. Call me and say, Jay, I done went back to school and scooped these kids up. What you want me to do with them? If you got the mayor tied up with duct tape and a rope in the back of your SUV and said, Jay, what you want to do with it?
And he has never been arrested for saying stuff like that. It is against the law to threaten people like that or entities. It is called a terroristic threat. If a random person made a video, said all the same stuff that Grandmaster Jay has said, all the threats, everything he said, and posted it online like on YouTube, they would be picked up by a law enforcement agency quicker than apple pie on Thanksgiving. So it boggles my mind why he was never arrested for it. So let's get into this a little deeper. Grandmaster Jay, or John Johnson, was working security detail at a Trump rally.
Now we're gonna have I think we're gonna have a fantastic weekend. We're gonna see, is there somebody disturbing us up here?
Look at him waving to Trump like he knows him. And he was actually seen escorting a person out with other security detail because he was doing something dumb at the rally.
Go! Get out! This man physically grabbed me. He grabbed me. This man grabbed me. That man grabbed me.
I know. It's okay.
What is his name? What is his name? What is he?
How do you go from that to a militia that hates America? Doesn't add up. What happened? Were they just not paying you enough, or are you actually undercover with someone? Now this is what gets me and smells the most fishy. He was picked up and charged with an event almost 2 months later, and really the only evidence that they had of this situation is Grandmaster Jay pointing his gun up at the moon like an idiot. I don't know, personally, if I'm a cop, I feel like that would be a bang bang situation. Like, hey man, there's somebody pointing a gun at us, let's get down there and get him on the ground. After gathering intel, receiving intel, and looking into this myself, I would say the possibility of Grandmaster Jay being an informant is pretty high. My personal opinion is they slapped these charges on him when they did because they needed a reason to bring him in and to disband the NFAC. I think there's more than enough information out there to assume he's either an informant or just a total sociopath who should be locked up under the jail.
Texas hogs in the chopper, load 'em up. Sun down here, got one option when it's tough. Cowboy up, jack trucks, big bucks, yeah, we cooking up.